Hello and welcome back to another Pod Squad podcast. This is episode number 5, I think. Today we're going to be starting off with our first topic, which is um, games new games that are coming out. Plus, forgot to mention, we are having guests on, and our guests are Jessica Mingay and Gracie Metters. Trevor, how about you start us off?
Um, well, games that are like upcoming, like Cold War right now, is planned to be released November 13th, and I am super hyped for it because all of like the concept art just looks really just amazing. Haven't you guys like seen the little videos of what weapons they're gonna have in the game?
Yeah,
There's a
All
lot more games coming out than I actually thought.
yeah, there's a lot of games coming out, but like all of the weapon selection screen, it looks like classified papers, and then like when you lock it, it's like unclassified. It's really cool. What else is there coming out? Kaleo, didn't you have something to say? Just got a little.
There was another Five Nights at Freddy's. That's in the making. It's security breach.
What's the difference between all the Five Nights at Freddy's?
I don't know.
Well,
Isn't
The
there,
guy keeps finding
isn't there
ways
like
to milk
6 of
his
them now?
series.
so far the whole point of the game was like it just keeps getting harder and harder. That was like pretty much the whole point of each different
Yeah,
game.
there's like 6 of them. Plus, like you got the 2 spin-offs, I think.
Freddy in
There's
Space 2. I searched up new Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think that's an actual canon one, but Freddy in Space 2.
I know one that people would be looking forward to for all you like you and Cleo and what Tyler would be Halo Infinite.
Oh yeah, I've I've been watching
oh,
the
that
progression of
that
that.
looks like it's gonna be good.
I don't know.
They listen to the fans and they just like, oh yeah, okay, we should bring back the normal armor, not all the craziness that they've been doing. Yeah,
And I know a lot of people have been waiting for this to come out. Star Wars Squadron is coming out this year. There's apparently been a lot of people waiting for that to come out.
It is a new Harry Potter game coming out in 2021.
there's
Is there?
It actually looks dope. I swear to God.
No way.
Yeah,
Why
it's
would
like
they need another one?
it's like a full RPG. It looks so cool. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't even watched Harry Potter. I don't even like Harry Potter, but I'm gonna get this game.
there's
Are
a
you just
Harry
like Harry Potter and you're just going around doing stuff?
Spelliomos, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Wizards Unite? No, that one launched in 2018.
No, there's a Harry Potter PS5 game. That's amazing. Next gen in 2021. Um,
Oh,
custom characters.
Hogwarts Legacy? That
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Actually, I have to admit, this looks pretty cool. I'd probably
I
play it.
I hate it when I go to articles and it's like, please turn off your ad blocker. No,
I still never turn it off. I leave it on.
it's on because I don't want to see 10 ads on this page alone.
Well, it's not only coming on the PS5 for the record, by the way. It's
I,
going to be on the Xbox Series X, so the newest one, and PC. It's going to be on all of those. Just not the Switch.
of course. Why would it be?
It would be like Switch.
I mean, like, Switch is cool and all, but, like, you really can't get the same kind
It's,
of.
it's, it's for those Nintendo games.
Yeah. My brother has
Speaking of
Dark Souls
Nintendo,
on
did
it.
you guys hear that they're discontinuing the 3DS?
Well,
That
That one's like an
it's
old
not a
one, isn't it?
shocker.
Yeah, that kind of makes
they announced
sense.
it this morning.
No, I never see anybody with the DS anymore. It's been
I know.
seen anybody with a DS.
I mean,
Remember the little switch on the side makes everything look all blurry and 3D.
yeah. I mean, we got the Switch now. What's the point of having a DS anymore?
I don't know.
Dude, I used to rock the Super Mario 3DS. You know.
Even before the Switch came out,
I know we even had better ones than the
DS,
DS.
I haven't really seen it.
No, that's more of a collectible now.
Yeah.
Like same with the 2.
What games are coming out next month? Next month is October, right? Pretty sure.
September, October? Yeah,
Yeah.
October.
Okay.
I had to think for a second.
I did too. I had to think for like 5 seconds. I needed help on it.
I don't know. This year's been so weird. I just don't even know.
Guys, Auto Chess is coming out on the PS4 October 31st. Guys, Auto Chess.
Auto chest?
Auto
Or
Chess.
chest? What?
Chess.
Chest, right.
The board game. Chess.
You're telling me they're putting chess on a game? It's
Yeah.
along like a game station?
Yeah.
Why not?
To be
Why
fair,
not?
they do have Uno.
Yeah.
Uno.
Well, yeah, but Uno's more like mainstream, you know? Like
You can
anyone can
rage
pick it
with
up.
Uno.
Oh, Forza
You can
Horizon
rage
4
with
is coming
Uno.
out November 10th on the Xbox.
Ooh, I might get that.
I might too.
I like Forza. They did really good on their games.
Mm. Did you play Forza Horizon 3?
Yes, I did.
Such a good game.
Like I own one on disc, but it's not Horizon. It's Motorsports.
Oh yeah, I
I
have
own the 5th one. I have Motorsport 5.
I have 7.
Like the 5th is really good, to be honest. Like I just love their games. They're so realistic, to be honest.
5 is pretty good. Yeah, that's the one that I would always play.
So you guys are gonna get the new Xbox or the new PlayStation?
No,
Neither.
Neither.
probably
Given,
not.
if I was given the choice of you have to choose one, I would choose the Xbox. But I'm still just diehard PC.
Did you guys see the way the Xbox X looks?
It looks like a
Yeah, it looks like a-
refrigerator.
Yeah, it looks
Love
like a mini fridge.
Did you
It
see
looks like
the-
a miniature cube, like a little tiny refrigerator. But
Did you
it's
see
more
the PS5?
compact though than the ones we got now, kind
Did you
of.
see the PS5 controller? It kind of looks like the Xbox now.
Yeah, it looks like, it's going to be more comfortable.
I didn't see a problem with the PlayStation 4 controller, but the PlayStation 3
So-
controller I could not play with.
My dad actually prefers the PlayStation controllers than the Xbox because the look and the move button are like right there next to each other on the Xbox.
Like with the
It's just more comfortable to hold, apparently.
PlayStation 4 controllers, like the handles were very vertical, so you had to play it with your hands pointed downwards, which really just isn't comfortable. Sticking them out a little bit like that is just so much better. That little bit is just so much better.
Dude, I'm watching the preview right now for the new Harry Potter game. This looks amazing.
It's so funny to go back and look at all the like leaks and the concepts
Oh yeah.
for all of the things. Like this one, it's the PS5 DualSense controller concept shows impractical but cool design. It's just a screen on it where you can play the game on the controller itself. And then Sony unveils PS5 controller, and it's like this really, really weird looking PS5, like the actual console itself. It's like rectangular with curved sides and like a huge cut out of it.
So Trevor,
Yeah.
you said that you're not gonna get either, but if you had to get one, you get the Xbox, but you're still PC diehard.
Yeah.
Why would you get the Xbox if all the Xbox games come out on
Yeah,
PC?
they are.
You said
Because,
if you had to
you can
choose
get the
one, I would choose
Xbox
the
Game
Xbox.
Pass for PC. So
Right,
you
but
might as well just stick with the PC.
Yeah, but like you get the PC, you got the PC already, so you get the PlayStation 5, you get like the games like God of War and Last of Us 2, and then
You'll
get all the
literally
games
get
like
all the games on the Xbox for the PC, and then you get all the PlayStation games. You get PlayStation.
Yeah,
see-
basically.
To be fair, you did ask him if he had to choose a console, which one would he choose, and he did
Oh,
answer.
yeah.
Yeah, but he said PC, but it doesn't make sense because all the Xbox games are coming out on PC, so it'd just be a waste of $500.
Yeah.
I would
I still
want to
have
buy it
the.
regardless.
So I still have the
and
original
someone
Xbox One.
Someone that said yesterday, I remember when you guys said that the PlayStation with the disc slot is $100 more. It's actually still $500, but it's minus $100 if you get the digital one.
Oh, well, it still looks like a Wi-Fi router.
Better than a mini fridge.
It looks so fragile though, cause like those two white bits that like stick out, that looks like it's just gonna snap and go into it.
Well, I don't know how often I'm like
Oh,
throwing
this
around my
looks
PlayStation.
so yeah, the PS5 looks so odd compared to the others.
Yeah, it looks too futuristic to be in like
Yeah,
just any normal room.
it
It
does.
just looks so
to be
out of place.
honest.
I can't have the Xbox because like sometimes I put the Xbox under my TV. Right now, it's just like a mini fridge. Like that's just gonna be in my screen.
You can turn
Like
it
where do I put
sideways.
that?
Lay it on
It,
its
it
side.
doesn't matter. My TV isn't
You
that
can
high
lay it on
off.
its side.
Yeah, but
Yeah, can
it's
you?
still big. It's my TV is not that high off the table.
Yeah,
Then unless
it's
you gotta throw it on the floor.
No, I will
get the
never throw
Series
my
S
console
then.
on the floor.
That thing is tiny.
Yeah,
Then.
there's the S.
I
It's
have
like
a
the size
PC.
of the
I'm not
360.
getting an Xbox. There's no way you guys will ever convince me to get an Xbox when I have a PC right in front of my dome ski.
Oh, someone made a
But
BMO
no,
skin for it. That's
to
amazing.
to be honest, I don't like the way the Xbox or Microsoft chose to make the newest Xbox. It just looks odd.
Guys, someone made a BMO skin for it. That's amazing.
That fits it perfectly.
It does. It really does look like BMO.
But like, how would you? Like, I have a little stand over here that my Xbox is in. Like, yeah, there'd be more room since my Xbox lays flat, but still, that's kind of big for the newest one.
There's a creeper version where it's just the creeper's face elongated downwards. I like seeing all the skins for it because it just makes it look way cooler. Okay, do any of you guys ever had the Xbox 360 with the Halo skin on it?
I had Call of Duty.
No.
Oh, but I've seen it.
Wait, which Halo skin though?
It was like the Reach one where it was like blue and had
Gray.
like circles all around it. And
I think I had the Halo 4 one before I sold it. It was like all
oh wait, no, yeah,
transparent. I
it
could
is
see
Halo
everything
4. It
inside.
is Halo 4. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the Halo 4 one, and then there was a Halo 3 one.
Let me screen share the picture of it.
Yeah, in October, Auto Chess comes out on the PS4.
Why can't we get one that have these cool skins on it?
So what? You see the whole inside?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because 360 was the best, and then the Xbox One came out. Now it's just solid.
The Xbox One? What? The
And
Xbox One
then-
is so bad.
And then now they have the X and the S, and then now they also have the Xbox. What do they call that one? X series.
There's
now?
an Xbox
Something?
One S, Xbox One X, then there's an Xbox Series S and Series X.
Wait, they made two different new ones? Series S and X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
The Series
The
S
S is, like,
the
smaller.
budget version.
Is it?
Yeah, it's shaped like the 360, but I think it might be a little slimmer.
Oh, the Series S looks so bad.
It does. It does look pretty bad.
Like Microsoft just messed up on their Xboxes.
I'm assuming you guys are all Xbox fans then, is what I'm hearing.
I just have one. I don't happen to have. I had a PS. I don't even know what, like 2, maybe 3, back in like 2006.
Yeah. Is that the backside of it with all the ports, or is the front side have all the ports?
That's a good question.
But
But no, Microsoft just messed up. One looks like a fridge, and the other just looks like a big old speaker.
it does look like a speaker.
Yeah, those look pretty dumb. Those look
Then
pretty.
Yeah,
the
this
PS,
one,
then the
it's just,
PlayStations, those look pretty cool, to be honest. Except for the newest one. The newest one looks just too futuristic.
Wi-Fi router.
yeah.
Yeah, Wi-Fi router.
You guys call it a Wi-Fi router, but when you guys are older and looking for Wi-Fi routers, you guys are gonna want the coolest looking Wi-Fi router. That's all I'm saying.
No,
That's
I'm gonna
all.
want the one that works the best.
Yeah, you're not gonna get
Yeah,
the one
which is
that's
the
the
one that like
coolest.
looks the coolest. You know, you're not gonna get
No.
like some
No,
little
it's not.
brick.
Usually the one that looks the coolest breaks. Like you need
That
the
is so
ones that.
false. That is so
No, it is
false.
not.
Tell me how many cool Wi-Fi
I'm
routers
gonna
you've had.
build
That,
my own Wi-Fi router.
I've had no cool looking Wi-Fi routers, and guess what? They've lasted years.
as Wi-Fi routers do. I mean, how often do you
But
move a
guess what,
Wi-Fi
though?
router? It sits
Guess
in
what?
a
If you think
corner
about it,
all your life.
usually the ones that look better means that they did more detail on the actual detail than they did on the inside components.
He's got a point.
No, you guys
I'd
are saying
imagine everything's
his
like
point
injection
was
molded.
his point was cool ones break faster. But how often? What are you doing with your Wi-Fi router that you break it?
Hey, you don't
I
need to
wanna
know.
I
No,
touched my Wi-Fi router like 3 times my entire life. It was to unplug it and plug it back in.
I don't know, like maybe your dog knocks it over or something.
I don't have a dog, so that don't work.
Earthquake.
It like it's like
Hey,
on the
that sounds
highest corner
wind.
of my entire house, as it should be anywhere else. If someone puts it on the ground, you got problems. If you got cords hanging down, so like a baby or something can hit it down, you got problems. Wi-Fi is like life. Everybody knows it now. Like you can't live without Wi-Fi. It's people can't.
So I didn't realize, but the specifications like right here in front of my face. It has the Xbox Series has an 8-core Ryzen chip in it.
Oh.
Ryzen's it's the Zen 2.
Like you don't get a console for its specs.
I know.
You
Yeah,
get a-
just because it's newer.
You choose which console you have based on what you've had all of your life.
Actually, I bet you there are people who have to do it based on whatever it's called.
Specs? Yeah.
So
If
the
you
specs
care
are
that much about specs, then get a computer.
yeah, honestly,
pretty
that's what I
much.
was gonna say. The specs are the same basically on consoles.
So
If
I don't know
not,
why,
they're
but they're
not
they're
the
practically
same.
made the Series S a PC. You know how the new SSDs are NVMe.2,
Yeah.
right? Well, there's an expandable storage for an NVMe SSD slot.
Hmm.
So you literally just plug in one of those into it, and boom, there you go. But if that's the case, wouldn't that then mean you're able to open up the Xbox to place it in?
There's something wrong with the new Xbox controller. I can't tell what it is, but there's something wrong with it.
Isn't the new ones the
Wait, can you
Elite?
pull that up on screen?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
something
I'll screen share.
wrong with the
There's
Xbox.
something wrong with it, right? I see that
There's
there's a
not.
new share
Oh.
button.
What?
There's something wrong with it, right?
Oh,
What is that middle button?
It's
Is
it's
it-
a
it
share
makes me
button.
sad.
What?
The only thing
Why?
that's different is that middle button. That's
Why?
it. Everything else is the same.
Here, let me cover it up really quick. There's still something wrong.
Yeah, so all right, you're complaining about the way the D-pad looks, really?
No. I'm fine with the D-pad.
No,
The D-pad is fine.
it's okay. You see where that Xbox symbol is? You see how it doesn't have like a cutout around
Oh,
it? Like,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I have one
yeah.
right here. I actually have an
It's
Xbox
straight-
One.
it's
It's
Oh.
straight-
right
That's what it
it's
was.
straight
Yeah,
flat
it's
over
so
there.
flat. It's
Problem.
weird.
No, they need to redo it. They need to make it look back like the Xbox One controllers.
Redo it, guys. Redo it. Yeah, because the other one is
Even the Elite series look the same. Just
yeah,
the
the
D-pad.
other ones have a little cutout, little indent.
I'm looking forward to the PlayStation 5. I actually can't wait. God of War, Ragnarok just got released.
What are you saying, Aiden?
There's a comparison.
between the two right there.
Hold on, guys. Aiden, what are you saying?
To the left.
He's saying that there's a comparison between the controllers
This one?
right there.
No, it has the PlayStation and the Xbox right now.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
That's
Okay,
what the
so
newest one looks like?
Razer makes PlayStation and Xbox controllers, right?
Yep.
They're like $200, but they're like RGB.
Oh,
That makes sense.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
you
I'll pay
see where that-
$200
The
for it.
cheapest
look,
Xbox
hey,
controller
Trevor.
is like $60.
Trevor, click on the three Xbox controllers. It's got like the original Xbox.
Yeah, this
that
one.
right there on
yeah,
the way right. That's the Razer.
RGB.
Dude, my cousins have an original Xbox still.
That's ancient.
Yeah, they also have a 360. And then they have the S and the X, or one of them.
Man,
Look it.
all you really need to do is switch where the thumbstick is, and it's basically the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, like apart from like the buttons are a
It's got a whole
little bit
touchpad
different.
right in the middle.
Like the bumpers are a little bit different, but like other
The
than that,
thing I
the
like
rest
about
is.
the PlayStation, it's got an entire interactive pad in the
How
middle
often
of
do you use
the
that?
controller. In games, like it tells you to like hold the controller still, and if you like move,
Oh, really?
then whatever you're supposed to be hiding from will kill you because it hears you or sees you. And
That's
you can
actually
actually use it. You can use it to like swipe up and swipe down and swipe right and left.
pretty cool.
I played through God of War on my mom's PlayStation because she just had one for some reason.
Right.
And I didn't use that thing a single time.
Right. So it's usually for games like The Last of Us or Before Dawn or Dead Before Dawn, whatever it is.
So basically, if you usually don't have those games, it's useless.
Yeah, but like if you have a PlayStation without those games that are PlayStation exclusive, why do you have a PlayStation?
So basically, what I'm hearing is that that pad is pretty much useless.
Yes.
The
No.
the the PlayStation 5 controller just looks exactly the same as the Xbox, except a little bit more vertical.
You bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what's up with that?
Pretty
Hold up,
much.
I just noticed
I'm pretty
that.
sure more people like the feel and the look of the Xbox controllers than they do of the PlayStation ones.
Look at the harsh corner on the inside of the handles.
I
Like on Xbox, it's more rounded and like comfortable, but that's
Looks
just
like you're gonna stab your hands or
ungrateful.
something.
gonna rip open your hand, gonna bleed out.
No, I'm not saying that. It just looks uncomfortable because that just harsh corner that just looks
Yeah, because
flat
it's
on the
just
inside.
smooth and round.
Like on the
I don't know,
Xbox, it's like
man.
a full cylinder.
Dude,
I
on
never
October
touched it, but
13th,
I'm
another
not sure.
GI Joe comes out.
Well,
Really?
you know,
Or games, another one.
you know what I think? I think where the on the other on the underneath part, it looks more like it's more rounded and shallow. On the PlayStation, it looks like sharper.
Uh,
Like it doesn't. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. But
like the back of the PS5 controller? That looks strange. I like how someone jokingly made this.
Oh my
This is
god.
pretty good. With just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 joysticks.
It's got an
And
infinite button.
Dude,
Got an
what would you
infinity
need those
button.
buttons for?
Yeah, you
Can't
have
even
10
hold it without hitting a
bumpers.
button.
What would you need that for, though?
You wouldn't.
Like
It's a
Guitar
joke.
Hero. You can play the
Yeah,
It's like
drums.
Guitar
hardcore
Hero.
gaming.
Good point. Good point. They really
I know,
aren't
man.
showing
If
like.
these Xbox players keep talking all that trash, we're gonna take your batteries out.
You say that like you can't just plug it in.
Right.
Take your cords away, take your batteries out. Then what are you gonna do?
say the same thing about a PlayStation. Take your cord away, and you can't recharge your controller.
Yeah,
At least
the
I got some time
PlayStation
with it
controllers
before it
die
dies.
so fast.
Well, because people don't know that they could turn their light down, like they could dim their light.
Why is there a huge light in the first place?
Because the light changes colors. It's actually pretty dope. Like certain games with certain colors are like you'll be running from the cops.
It's
GTA,
game-based colors.
Yeah,
and
like
red
if you're
and blue.
playing GTA, then it flashes red and blue, red and blue.
It's like
Yeah,
your if you have
pretty
an
dope.
RGB keyboard, you can set it up to where depending on what game it is, your keys will glow a different color.
Well, that's if your RGB, whatever.
Your software supports that.
Yeah, I say also if your software supports it. But like most games support that also. It's like the same with controllers and everything. It's just game-based.
How long have we been talking about this for?
I don't know. Our guest should be coming in any moment.
It's been like 25 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where are the guests?
Hold on, maybe I'll let me try to contact one of them to see if they're coming.
So you know how they already made like a ton of Lego Star Wars games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're coming out with another one.
Doesn't surprise me.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but this time they called it the Skywalker Saga. It's coming out on everything except for mobile.
So my mom is really, really bad at games, right?
Okay.
Like, it is hilarious. The only game that she has played and can play for the past like 15 years is World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
There's a new
Yeah.
one coming out for that. There's a new expansion.
I'm sure she already knows. But she tried to play Lego Jurassic Park once, and she couldn't get through the tutorial.
Oh my god. Lego games are
How
so
are you
easy.
that bad?
She couldn't figure out how to hold the controller. She kept like
What do you mean how to
cupping her
hold the controller? You
hands
just
under the
hold it
whole
in your
thing.
hands.
Lego games are like child-proof. How?
Have you
Yeah.
guys
It's like,
ever
let me
broke a
try
controller?
to find a controller so I can show you guys.
Have you guys ever broken a controller?
No. Yes. I broke my
Yeah.
Switch controllers.
How?
We don't know. I think like we just used them so much that it literally broke. Like if you go to move the joystick, it zooms across the screen and zooms back and just keeps going back and forth. Or it'll move you while you're standing still.
Alright, so I've broken one controller my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was playing UFC. You know what I'm saying? UFC 3 on the PlayStation 4. It was like last year, and I was playing the tutorial like on easy, and I kept losing like repeatedly. Like I didn't understand, right? Like I kept thinking I switched the difficulty to like hard or something, but this guy kept giving me a submission and kept beating me, right? So
Yeah.
I was fed up, so I just like stood up and like chucked my controller at the wall, and it like shattered.
Oh my god.
It absolutely shattered into like 50 different pieces. It was insane.
Yeah, we had 4 Switch controllers and they all broke.
I mean, you guys game too hard, bro.
Like I don't even think it was my fault. It was
In
more
the
of my
Super
brother's. He was the
Smash
only one
now.
actually on
How did
him.
you break them?
Playing Super Smash Bros. You don't even know what happens.
I
during
don't
that.
play that game. I don't have it, unfortunately.
You have the Switch and you don't have Super Smash Bros.
I want it. I want that game so
Oh
bad.
my god, dude! I go to Nathan Hearn's house with Pete Rossi, dude. We play Super Smash Bros. Have a Super Smash Bros. night.
No, my brother's throwing the controllers at the floor. So
Yeah, I try not to throw my controllers, but
sometimes it just happens, you know? We don't know what
Whenever I
happened,
get
but it
like
just
really
does.
mad and I want to throw the controller, I just like pretend to throw it, put it down
you ever,
gently,
you
and
know,
just
like when you
punch
like
the
do the controller twist, like where you think you're gonna snap the controller with your hands.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
it just doesn't move at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found a controller so I can demonstrate how my mom holds it. She holds it like all the way down here, and it's like, I can't reach the buttons. I can't reach the buttons. It's like, yeah,
Oh
you're
my
holding it at the
God.
very bottom of the handle. It's supposed to be like up here.
Do you guys play Claw?
Why?
Wait, what?
Do you guys play Claw?
You hold it like
Claw? No, I don't play Claw.
So you got that SmackDown 1v1, Trevor.
Tyler's over here with like a broken index finger.
I mean, I play the guitar, so what's the difference? My fingers can move around, so I might as well use it.
Fair point. I tried to find a picture of the backside of the PS5 controller, and I can't find a single one.
There's people that play stretch. It's where they take their left hand and they take their thumb and they like use their palm for their left stick and they use their right thumb or their left thumb for the right stick.
Wait, what?
Oh, like that? Like
Yeah.
completely
And,
palming
and
the
they
controller?
and then
What
they use their right thumb for all the buttons and they still shoot the same, but yeah, they play.
What?
It's called
what-
stretch.
what finger is on the trigger?
Whatever one's easier for you.
Oh my god.
But it's not like a constant play that you just like you move to stretch for a second and then you like go back to claw or whatever you play.
Oh, like if you need to like wipe your hand or something.
No, there's just like people that use it tactically. They think that they think that stretch is tactic.
Hold up, guys. We gotta be sneaky.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why you think that's tactical.
That's, where are our guests?
Probably still in class.
Aiden,
So
Yeah, I talked. One of them said that they should be getting released in a minute.
okay.
cool. Have you guys heard of the new PC game by Amazon, New World?
No, I haven't.
By Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon made the game.
Amazon Gaming.
And now we're gonna have a game from Apple.
Now, New World's a really good game.
It looks cool.
You're
Yeah.
telling me Mr.
is.
Bezos didn't have enough money, so he decided to make a game?
All right. I just imagine this at like a meeting. Bezos is just like, all right. Hear me out. Stretch to all of the markets. I want video games.
This
This
is
is
like
what
their
like
only
Google did
game.
with Stadia.
Yeah.
It was really bad though when it came out in beta. It was really, really bad.
It kind of looks like it wants to be. I can't.
You'd actually be surprised. The devs who made World of Warcraft and games like those are actually working on this one.
I can tell that. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yep, all the really good devs and old ones are working on this game.
It looks like it's. I can't really even tell what it's supposed to look like because there's muskets,
I mean,
but
it's
there's
New
like
World.
mostly like swords.
In their swords, muskets, hammers, bows.
It looks like medieval with muskets.
What's like the gameplay though?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Is it RPG? Is it like
action
is it
RPG.
Third person?
It's in third person. It's third person.
I'm out.
Well,
My dad plays the beta version.
I just got told that
I heard
they're
third person,
joining
I'm out.
now, so they'll be.
It's a good third person though.
Joining in about 5
You
seconds.
also have on what? Kid?
I said our guests will be joining in about 5 seconds.
Cool.
Alright.
They said
Which one?
they were joining like a couple seconds ago.
Mm.
So Miss Griffin will probably put them in.
I'm just looking up at the really quickly at the gameplay for that.
For what,
Yeah,
New
I
World?
seen that.
Yeah,
I didn't know Amazon made it.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Looks pretty cool, though.
They had to get the old devs
I mean, when
to
you
come
got the
in.
money like Amazon,
Wait,
you could create the most
it looks
rawest game when you have the
it
money
looks
of
like he's
Amazon.
playing Ark.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ark, but it's not. And one of our guests have arrived.
Hello.
Hey.
A guess.
So our first guest that has joined is Jessica. So I guess we'll go starting off with everything going on with COVID and everything. How do you think you guys are gonna do this season?
Well, I feel like given how we're gonna start in January, pretty late, we kind of have the advantage because we have so much more time to like get prepared and everything. And there are a lot of new faces for JV this year. So I think that's another good thing is we're gonna have a lot more time to kind of teach them all the new stuff. So I think having more time to prepare is definitely an advantage we have.
Did you lose anyone like senior wise over since last year?
Yes, I think we lost a lot. We lost our libero, so our back row player. We lost a really good middle, Olivia, a couple good outside hitters. So I think we definitely lost a lot of good players last year. But I think the team this year will be pretty much just as good.
Is there anybody coming up from JV from last year? Do you think is going to like improve the team or kind of replace some of the people that left last year?
Well, for middle hitter, Sophia Saldana is coming up, and she's like super tall. So we have that going for us. We have a setter, Maya Stone, so that'll be helpful to help Caroline out. We have Greta I think she might be playing back row, so she might fill in for our libero that left last year. But I think there's a lot of juniors now coming up to the varsity team that will kind of help fill in those spots that we lost last year or this year.
Well, that's pretty nice and everything. To be honest, that's really good. But
Mhm.
I've always kind of wondered, so why do you guys rotate, like in the game like that? Why do the teams rotate?
So it's kind of hard to explain, but there's like different positions. So there's 1 through 6, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and everyone has their own spot. And if you weren't to rotate, then you wouldn't have a new server, first of all. And the reason why we do it so differently is because, as our coach calls it, we have like our spots. So the outside hitter is always going to be on the outside, and the setter is always going to be in the front row, so she could get to the ball faster. So the reason why we rotate the way we do is so that everyone is in their spots, as we call them, in their spots. So and if you don't rotate, then you're going to be out of order, and then that you lose the ball. If it's our serve and we're out of rotation, then the opposing team gets the ball, and then they gain I don't know. I think they gain a point and they get to serve. So it's kind of to make sure that everyone's in it's more organized when we rotate.
It's not by choice; it's by rule. They have to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jessica, hold on. So you play multiple sports, right?
Yes.
And this volleyball season ain't gonna start till January.
Yeah.
How do you think that's affecting all your other sports?
I haven't really put much thought into it, just because when I try to, it stresses me out. But I think I'm not sure how it's going to work out. It's definitely going to be difficult though. Because usually for basketball, we're starting playing sports by this time. So it's gonna be difficult. I'm not sure how it all is gonna work out. I know Miss Turk has been working because a lot of the kids who play sports at Rio play multiple sports. So I think it's just one of those things where we're to go with it. So.
What do you think is going to be like one thing that's like a weakness for your team this year? Like, you think your team will struggle the most with?
I don't know. I think maybe one weakness is we're not sure when we're going to be allowed to get into the gym yet to actually practice and start bumping and setting, like actually practicing. I think that's definitely going to be weakness, because if we can't get into the gym until like a week before our first game, then I don't know if we're going to be ready to play. It's going to be easier because we've all played before. So we all pretty much know the rotation and everything. We just need a refresher on it. And some girls play multiple positions, so we're going to have to learn the rotations for different positions. But I think as a team, we're going to be pretty solid this year. So the only weakness I can really think of is when we're going to be able to get back into the gym.
Do you, for like, back to kind of like weakness thing, do you mean, okay, retake. Is there anything like attitude or anything that could like be a possibility for like a weakness or something? Because I know in sports that is also a big thing that some teams really struggle with, is people having an attitude.
I think given Luann Haley, she's a pretty good coach she's pretty good at shutting down attitudes. We haven't, at least when I've been playing, we haven't really had much of an attitude problem. I mean, people get angry and stuff during the games, but we've been pretty good at not getting. There's been a couple times where we've gotten angry at each other too, just because we're not happy with how the game is going. But I think for the most part, we all have our attitudes pretty good in check. So I don't know. I mean, there's going to be a couple games where a couple people will let like a little angriness slip, but I think for the most part, we're going to be pretty okay when it comes to attitude and stuff.
How long do you think it would possibly take for you all to like synchronize with each other? Like, you know.
I don't think it will take that long since we have played together before as freshmen and sophomores when we were sophomores. I think the only really thing that we're going to have to do is get used to playing with each other again. And I think that also just depends on when we are able to get back into the gym. Because if we have more weeks leading up to games, we'll be, I guess, more comfortable with each other. But I think since we've played together before, it won't be too hard to get used to each other. It won't be too hard to mesh together. We just need to get used to each other again.
Yeah, so then you guys would be like sliding off of each other perfectly.
Yeah.
So, do you have any like pre-game rituals? Like most sports do. I don't know if volleyball doesn't or not.
We have one when we're at home. The captains get in the middle, and then all the other players get around them, and we do the like, whose house is it? And then the captains in the middle drop down, and then the people on the outside jump out, and we all just yell, "Our house, you know!" And then we.
Trevor, sounds like you haven't been to a volleyball game, my guy.
I'll be completely honest. I don't watch volleyball. I don't know much about volleyball.
Usually, our games are usually when you guys' practice is going on.
Yeah.
So.
Fair point. So with the team that you said you guys gonna have pretty good chemistry, you think? So for the schedule, who are you most wanting to beat? And do you think you're gonna have a tough schedule?
Well, we're always wanting to beat Golden Sierra and Vacaville. I think those two teams are, at least personally for me, the most ones I want to beat the most, especially in the other sports that we play. But Linden is definitely going to be it's going to be difficult because they play year round. And all of them play year round, and they're like D1, not necessarily. I'm kind of being a little dramatic about it, but they're very good. You can definitely tell that they play together all the time. They usually go undefeated in league, and if they do lose, it's usually to Vacaville because Vacaville also has like a year-round team that they have playing also. So there's a couple good teams, but I think we'll be pretty good. As long as we put up a fight, I think we'll be fine.
With that, do you think you guys have a shot of going to playoffs? Like, do you think you're going to make a strong playoff run?
I think so. I think if we stay together as a team throughout the entire year, we did pretty good. We don't have playoffs or anything JV level, but when we did play together for JV, I think we did pretty good during this season. So I think we have a good shot.
So are you guys doing practices right now? And if so, how often do you guys practice?
We just started this week actually. It's only an hour though, and we're only allowed to be outside, and it's Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay, so do you think that there will be some players that are going to get tired of volleyball before January comes around?
I mean, I think there's always a couple people. And Luann's conditioning is not easy, and I think it's for the main purpose of weeding out the people who don't have their hearts in it.
Okay.
But I think if they're really committed to the sport, they won't get bored of it. And I'm hoping they don't get bored of it because I really do think that at least being a part of anything during high school is really fun. But I don't know because I don't know how all the other sports are gonna pan out. So people might leave to like start conditioning or anything for different sports. But I don't think if there's nothing else getting in the way, there won't be too many people who leave for or get bored or anything.
Along with that, how do you think with the sports being close together is going to affect you guys? Like, do you think people, since basketball would be right after that, do you think there are going to be people that are going to want to try to focus on that when it gets towards the end of your season and not finish out your volleyball season?
I was about to ask that.
They could have.
Yeah, I think there is. There usually is, even when things are normal, because usually the sports after us would start like doing their conditioning or whatever as we're still doing it. And I think it's one of those things where you're almost done with one sport and you're starting to get excited about the other. So you're like, oh, like, come on, let's go. But I think it'll definitely be difficult this year because we'll be going from one sport straight into the other. And usually we have like a couple, like I think at least a week for a break, and then we start conditioning and everything for the other sport. So I think people are definitely going to be getting a little bit distracted towards the end of the season, but I think that usually happens. So as long as we just kind of keep our heads in our sport when we're playing in the game, I don't think it should be that big of a problem.
So do you, like, other than the other sports, what do you do outside of the season? Like when there's no sports going on?
Well, I'm a part of FFA and 4-H, so I do that also. I help out around the house, but I mean, I play a sport like every season, so volleyball, basketball, softball. So I'm pretty busy during the school year, so there's not a lot of free time that I get. But yeah, I pretty much just do sports and help out with stuff around town if they need like volunteers or something. So yeah.
You're pretty much always busy.
Yes, I'm definitely always busy for sure.
I mean, too much free time, you'd be a little boring.
Yeah, I had a lot of free time during quarantine and I just got so bored. So
Anybody else have any more questions?
Yeah, just like one more. Before you guys actually started doing official practice, was there any like unofficial practices with like a couple of people just going around just like
What, like just
ball
for
back and
fun?
forth? Yeah.
as far as I know, I don't think so. We were actually supposed to start last week, but because of the smoke and the unhealthy air, coach canceled last week. But as far as I know, I don't think there's been any, like, I haven't been a part of any, like, secret, or not secret, but, like, separate
Unofficial
practices or anything. Yeah, I haven't been a part of any unofficial practices. We've been just kind of waiting for the coach because we weren't sure. It's different not being able to be in the gym because we're not able to practice. We could still, like, bump the ball back and forth, but we're not allowed to touch the same balls right now because of the whole COVID stuff. So I don't think there's been any unofficial practices.
Does anyone else have any other questions?
Yeah, anybody else?
Yeah, I have
that-
one more actually. Sorry.
Yeah, same.
So when January comes rolling around, right? Hold on,
Yeah.
okay, hold on. My computer's it's freezing. Hold on. Okay, so in January comes rolling around, right? And you know, you guys are playing volleyball, hopefully, all right? Have you heard anything about a crowd? Are you guys going to be able to have like spectators?
As of right now, No, not even parents are allowed to be in for the games. The only people who are going to be in the gym for the games are the coaches and whoever's running like the scoreboard and stuff and the players. So as of right now, and I don't think it's going to change by January. I'm hoping it changes, but I don't think it will. No, there's not. We're not allowed to have any spectators in the
I'll
ground.
get a cardboard cutout myself. We could throw it up in the stands.
That sounds
Okay.
great.
So, when you do your games, do you think we're just gonna like record them and then just like post them on like the school YouTube or something for everybody, or just do it like virtually like then, like at that time?
I think they might do like I heard a couple things about maybe doing like a Facebook Live or something of the game, or like kind of like what they did for graduation, do like a live video and then people are able to watch it while it's happening. But as of right now, I don't think we really have a set in stone like what we're gonna do, because I think we're hoping that we're gonna be able to have spectators eventually. But as of right now, I think they're just gonna plan on doing like a live video and then having people join it.
Anybody else? Aiden, you got more or no?
Yeah, this was my last one. Don't worry. So if you're not allowed to have a crowd or anything, how do you think that's going to affect your team? Like, how do you think it's going to affect your guys' like moral response? Because usually you have the crowd cheering you guys on, right? And having all that noise. So how do you think that's going to affect you?
Well, the crowd for volleyball isn't as big as crowds for other sports, and I think that's mainly because at least when basketball season rolls around, all the football players are in the crowd for the most part. And since our games are usually going on while the football is practicing, there's not a lot of loud football players in the crowd. But a rowdy crowd definitely helps when it's like a neck and neck game. So I think we just won't have that extra like oomph, I guess. We won't have that extra boost of like energy. But I think we're just gonna have to find it in ourselves and block it out, I guess. Like try to just do what we can with what we got. So
Just have a recording of a crowd playing over and over.
Yeah.
Just
and we should.
Yeah, that'll probably help a little bit. I mean, it's the best we can do right now.
Yeah, that is the best. Yeah. Yeah, things are weird.
All right, now, does everybody have any more questions now?
I think we're good.
Nope, I'm done.
Oh yeah,
I'm done.
I think we're done.
Do you really have another one, Tyler?
No, I said we're done. We're good.
Okay, cool. Okay. Thank you for coming on and letting us interview you, Jessica.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
We
me.
hope you have a good season.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yep, good luck to all of you.
Do I return to the main session?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching another Pod Squad podcast. We'll see you on the next one.